Welcome back to another Infactually video. Before we begin with today's video, we would like to thank you for the support recently. The comments, likes and subscribers we've received lately means so much to the channel and pushes us to make more and better videos. With that said, let's begin with today's video. We all know Picasso as one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. But did you know that he used to create art on napkins and then use them to pay for meals in restaurants? That's right. Picasso would dine at restaurants, create impromptu sketches on napkins, and then hand them to the owners as payment for his meals. Little did they know they were receiving valuable pieces of art. Talk about an artistic dinner date, right? Now, who doesn't love George Clooney? He's a charming actor, but did you know he once had a pet pig named Max? Max was no ordinary pet. He lived with George for a whopping 18 years. And believe it or not, after Max's passing, he was taxidermied, so George could keep his beloved pig as a unique keepsake. That's one way to remember a cherished friend. Our next celebrity fact takes us back in time to the French Queen, Marie Antoinette. You've heard of the Palace of Versailles, right? Well, did you know that she had a tennis court constructed there? But here's the kicker. She never actually learned to play tennis. The court became more of a symbol of extravagance than a sporting venue. It seems even royals can have quirky interests. Okay, this one's a real head-turner. Bob Dylan, known for his counterculture persona and iconic music, made a surprising appearance in a 2004 Victoria's Secret commercial. It's not exactly what you'd expect from a legendary folk singer, but it happened. Bob Dylan shared the screen with supermodels and promoted a lingerie brand. Just goes to show, you can't always predict what celebrities will do next. Let's talk about the man behind Apple, Steve Jobs. He followed a strict fruitarian diet for a time, in which he ate only fruits, nuts, seeds, and grains. Jobs believed that this diet would help purify his body and mind, aligning with his passion for simplicity and minimalism. It's interesting how even his dietary choices reflected his innovative mindset. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, was known for his groundbreaking work on the human mind. But did you know that he was also a proponent of cocaine's therapeutic effects? Not only did he advocate for it, but he also used it himself. What's even more surprising is that Freud wrote a song about it called Cocaine. Yes, you heard it right, a song dedicated to this controversial substance. The man had many talents. George Lucas, the creative genius behind Star Wars, isn't just a legendary filmmaker. He's also an incredibly generous philanthropist. When he sold Lucasfilm to Disney for a whopping $4 billion, he donated the majority of his earnings to educational and charitable causes. George's commitment to making the world a better place is truly out of this galaxy. Winston Churchill is celebrated for his leadership during World War II, but did you know he once pondered the possibility of life on other planets? In 1939, Churchill wrote an essay exploring the concept of extraterrestrial life. What's even more surprising is that this essay was only discovered in 2017, decades after it was written. The man had a visionary mind in more ways than one. Before Harrison Ford soared through the galaxy as Han Solo, he had a different gig. He worked as a carpenter. But here's the kicker. He once nailed his own hand to a piece of wood. Ouch! Luckily, that accident didn't end his career. Talk about a true Hollywood handyman. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, the musical genius, had a surprisingly quirky side. He had a fascination with scatological humor, which is humor related to bodily functions. Mozart wrote numerous humorous and sometimes crude letters and compositions, sharing his unique sense of humor with the world. It's safe to say he didn't take himself too seriously. We all grew up thinking that George Washington's teeth were made of wood, right? Well, turns out that's not the case at all. His false teeth were actually made from materials like animal teeth, human teeth, and ivory. So forget the wooden teeth myth. Washington was more resourceful than you might have imagined. Next up, we've got the legendary inventor, Thomas Edison. You'd think a man who invented the light bulb wouldn't be afraid of the dark, right? Well, think again. Edison was actually afraid of the dark and always slept with a light on. It just goes to show that even the greatest minds have their quirks. Now let's talk about the rock legend, Ozzy Osbourne. Did you know that he's a distant relative of King Edward the Royal of England? The astonishing genealogy link was traced in the BBC show Who Do You Think You Are? You might not think of the Prince of Darkness having royal blood, but there you have it. On to the moon now, with none other than Neil Armstrong, the first person to walk on the lunar surface. Did you know that he took a bag of grass clippings from his lawn on the Apollo 11 mission? And here's the kicker. Those clippings now reside on the moon's surface. Yes, even the moon has a touch of Earth, courtesy of a spacefaring astronaut. Let's talk about U2's iconic lead singer, Bono. You've probably noticed he's often seen wearing sunglasses, but it's not just a fashion statement. Bono wears those shades because he has glaucoma, a condition that makes his eyes sensitive to light. He's using his style to protect his vision, and he's looking cool while doing it. There you have it. 5 unbelievable celebrity facts that challenge our preconceptions about these famous figures. Leave a like and comment to let us know if you liked this type of video so we could do more, or if you would like to see a different content like previous videos. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.